When the Vikings selected Texas A&M quarterback Kellen Mond with the 66th overall pick in last year's draft, there was, I would say, not necessarily a yippee level of excitement, but there was major intrigue because, okay, he's a project quarterback, he's a bit raw, but with good coaching and development, he could be a solid backup quarterback, or dare I say, the heir apparent to the QB1 job when the Vikings eventually move on from Kirk Cousins. I said that at the time because I'm an idiot, because I, like every offseason with the former head coach, convinced myself that this was the year that he'll finally get it, that he'll get past his selfish ways for the betterment of the team. And of course, nothing changed. It remained the same. Kellen Mond, not only was there no effort to coach and develop him, he was treated like an intern. He was a guy who was just there. Ahead of week 18 last year. All right, the Vikings, they're not going to make the playoffs. Hey, Zim, you think you want to see Kellen Mond play against Chicago? Not particularly. Why? I see him every day, which evidently seeing him is the most you've done with your rookie player because Kellen Mond said himself, quote, he's, referring to Zim, he's never really talked to me personally, so I didn't really take too much offense to it. He kind of backtracked on his word a little bit after, but it's all fun and games, whatever. It's a new year, new coaches, new team. I'm a year older, second year in the NFL. His father, Kevin Mond, said, quote, Zimmer wasn't mad at the person, he was mad at the selection of the quarterback. So whoever was going to get his venom thrown at him, it just happened to be Kellen. Kellen was in the doghouse from the start because of the draft, and then number two, the COVID. So he was in Zimmer's doghouse and wasn't getting out. They weren't going to give him the time, and Zimmer not playing him at the end of the year was personally to me, Zimmer just sticking his thumb at Spielman. Now, among the truckload of problems with the former head coach, the number one issue that I've said for years is that he's not interested in the Vikings winning. That is, unless the Vikings are winning on his terms. All these stories that are coming out from these players now that he's been fired should not be a shock to anyone. Kellen Mond was shunned because of the position that he plays on top of being a rookie player. And instead of hashing the shit out with your GM, you pouted, stuck your bottom lip out, seething. Fast forward a year later, his new head coach, along with offensive coordinator Wes Phillips, hey, Kellen Mond looks pretty good so far. Wow! I think the saddest part of all this, when we look back on this coaching era, I can only imagine the amount of head coaches that were just in awe of the amount of talent that Mike Zimmer had on his roster. And not only did he waste that talent, when the team was underperforming, he took it out on his own players. Kellen Mond, I don't want to see this dude play in week 18. Are you kidding me? Justin Jefferson, a chance to break Randy Moss's record. Nope. Let's take a knee, secure the win here, and not allow anyone else to take the shine away from me. Stephon Diggs, a star player who, rightfully so, was pissed after the Chicago game in 2019, pissed at the lack of creativity in the offense. Don't care. We're going to do the same shit. Forced his way out via trade the following offseason. And even when the team was winning, 2017, Case Keenum goes against the grain of the safe, game-managing type of quarterback that Mike Zimmer prefers. Even after wins, Mike Zimmer complained. When you have bosses or managers like that, eventually you realize it doesn't matter how logical you are in trying to explain the situation. It doesn't matter how much you try to reason with them. People like that are stubborn to that degree, you realize there's nothing there other than this is my world, everybody else you fall in line. I'm so glad that players like Kellen Mond and others get a fair opportunity now to prove their worth, and even vets, established players, they get to play free.